morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are. Before I start with my presentation, allow me to first thank the Bureau of Domestic Trade Promotion for giving the Export Marketing Bureau the opportunity to present our services and programs for exporters and would be exporters. I am confident that our continued partnership and collaboration will contribute to the internationalization of our MSMEs. Today, I am pleased to present EMB services and programs that caters not only to current exporters but to all MSMEs who are interested in conquering international markets. But before that, let's start with who we are. The Export Marketing Bureau is an office under the Department of Trade and Industry, mandated to oversee the development, promotion, and monitoring of Philippine exports. I'd like to emphasize that we are more than an export marketing office. We also help in the development of industries and, of course, of MSME exporters. In addition to that, a big part of our work is providing exporters the enabling environment that will allow them to compete in global markets. We provide 8 key services for exporters. First is market and product consulting services. You can consult our office on opportunities for your products and services in international markets. We can also provide you with information on the market regulations that you need to comply with in order to sell your product or service in your target export markets. Apart from consulting, we also provide assistance to existing and would-be exporters on all export-related matters. These include information on export procedures and documentation. Once you know where to sell and how to sell it, you can take part of promotion activities such as business matching or outbound and inbound business missions, or what we call as OPMs and IPMs. For business matching, we facilitate meetings between international buyers and local exporters. We handle buyer queries either directly from foreign importers or through our foreign posts and embassies. Through OPMs and IBMs, we provide trade facilitation services for exporters who plan to visit a particular target market either to explore or to do direct sales promotion and meet foreign buyers. We also handle the accreditation of exporters under the Export Development Act or EDA. Accredited exporters may avail themselves of the free client profile registration system or CPRS registration if export sales are at least 50% of total sales for the year and zero rated VAT if export sales are more than 70% of total sales for the year. As part of our services to coffee exporters, EMB facilitates the accreditation of coffee exporters and issuance of export clearances and certificates of origin. Our office also chairs the Export Trade Complaints Committee, which handles trade complaints arising from disputes between local suppliers or exporters and foreign buyers. And last but definitely not the least, we process and analyze export and import trade statistics and converts these into a knowledge product or service for the use of internal clients, other government agencies, and the private sector. From the time the Export Development Act was enacted, there have been 8 Philippine export development plans. These were developed to set the course and priorities of export development and promotion. The slide shows you that what have been the focus of the previous PEDPs. We are now implementing the PEDP 2018-2022 that focuses on 3 key strategies: improving the overall climate for export development, maximizing the utilization of existing and prospective opportunities from our trade arrangements, and third, designing comprehensive packages of support for selected products and services sectors. We will be starting this year the drafting of the PEDP 2022-2027 with an overarching goal of transforming the Philippines from an exporter of commodities and intermediate goods to an exporter of high-value products and services. The new PEDP is envisioned to be anchored on a comprehensive data analysis to ensure that policy and strategic directions are evidence-based and takes into account the impact of COVID-19 and emerging trends as a result of the reconfiguration of the global value chains. It will include descriptive, diagnostic, predictive, and prescriptive statistics or analysis to determine what happened, why it happened, what will happen, and how we can make things happen. It will also include a stronger and wider stakeholder engagement to ensure that results of data analytics and the recommendations stemming from it are validated. This is also to ensure that the realities faced by exporters are taken into consideration in the new PEDP. A targeted and focused priority products and services for promotion and their respective priority markets will be identified. The new PEDP aims to determine the export champions, emerging products and niche products in traditional markets, emerging or new markets, mainstream markets, or niche and specialty markets. It will also include an aggressive and disruptive strategic directions that will accelerate the integration and expansion of Philippine exporters in the global marketplace, both digital and physical. The new PEDP will have a robust monitoring evaluation system that will allow the government and the relevant stakeholders to take decisive actions on implementation gaps. It will also feature a proactive legislative agenda that will ensure that the export growth is sustained by addressing binding constraints that affect export competitiveness. Building and supporting the country's export industry requires a whole of government approach. At the DTI, we have created the Export Performance Pathways or EPP to map out the support that industries require and the support that we provide from starting a business to thriving in the domestic market and competing with the rest of the world. We have two key programs to help the local businesses: the Incubator program and the Accelerator program. The Incubator program includes domestic trade promotion events such as the National Food Fair and the hosting of international promo events such as the IFEX Philippines. International trade promotion initiatives are under the Accelerator program of the EPP. At the core of our initiatives is industry development, which aims to develop globally competitive industries through human resource development, capacity building for products and services, and investment promotion to address value chain gaps, and of course, to facilitate technology transfer. One of the key support programs being implemented by EMB is Ripples, or the Regional Interactive Platform for Philippine Exporters. It is an example of an export accelerator initiative that gives companies access to mentorship and other support services that will allow them to compete in global markets. These include opportunities to establish linkages with foreign buyers, businesses, and business support organizations. Under Ripples, we provide the following assistance and support to activities and projects for exporters or potential exporters. First, we implement initiatives to scale up their business and accelerate their growth. Second, we also support branding and development of new products and services, expansion of current market share, and identification of new markets. We also assist MSMEs who want their products and services to be mainstream in overseas markets. The EMB also acts as the lead implementing agencies of the Halal Export Development and Promotion Program that aims to facilitate the advancement of a Philippine halal ecosystem by developing internationally recognized halal certifying bodies and halal compliant products and services. Under this program, EMB provides program support as Secretariat of the Halal Export Board. We conduct information sessions and capacity building projects that aim to grow and capacitate our halal certified industry players. We provide marketing and promotion support through enabling the participation of our industry players in international expositions. These include promo events in Malaysia, Brunei, GCC, and in the DTI-led International Food Exhibition. We also forge partnerships and undertake cooperation initiatives with local and international partners to advance our advocacies and gain global support and recognition of our halal industry. You can access related information and other resources through our online portal, Tradeline Philippines. The features of Tradeline include an interactive trade statistics that you can use in exploring trends in international trade. We also have an export virtual assistant, or EVA, who can help you with your export-related concerns. We also have a business matching capabilities in our platform. We have market intelligence digests where we provide product and market insights and trends. I will provide some examples of these intelligence digests in the next few slides. Other trade-related advisories and resources can also be accessed through Tradeline Philippines. So this is an example of our food and market, our product and market digests. So Mental, one of our market intelligence service providers, sees that promoting food for mindful comfort is a key emerging trend. Food has been an important factor for mental wellness. During the pandemic, consumers have turned to food to boost their physical well being. For example, adding more immunity boosting products to their diets. At the same time, comfort food is in high demand to bolster emotional wellness as consumers reach for food that makes them feel secure, calm, and soothed. So in Mintel's 2021 trend, Feed the Mind resonates with consumers as the pandemic continues to challenge their mental health. Food can offer comfort, but consumers have to strike the right balance as there is a potential to overfeed the body while feeding the mind. This is easier said than done, of course. Mindful eating promotes choosing foods that support physical and mental wellness. During the pandemic, consumers who have chosen comfort food to support mental wellness may still find themselves stressed as indulgence can lead to weight gain. So there's an opportunity to promote mindful comfort with indulgent but healthy products. So there's an opportunity for, again, mindful comfort food. So these are little indulgences for challenging times that do not really break the healthy eating bank. You can see in the chart that in Europe, most consumers view that what you eat has a direct impact on your emotional well-being. For retailers who are potentially your customers, post-pandemic times will create opportunity for them to generate new capabilities or to differentiate their private label ranges in a competitive marketplace. From leveraging the strengths of unique partnerships to focusing on enriching local communities, there is a significant scope for retailers and private label manufacturers to drive more collaborative, environmental, and ethical initiatives. So, some of the key trends that retailers are looking at or are currently facing right now is first, local solutions. Greater expectations around giving back will outlive the pandemic. Retailers must demonstrate how they are enriching local economies, environments, and communities in a meaningful way by building local values into innovation. Second, sustainability reloaded. Consumers will turn to retailers to be the leading forces for change on important issues such as the environment. Third is elevated at-home dining. While the dine-in proposition is already widely established, grocery retailers will continue to update and refresh their private label offerings in this space with products that recreate the restaurant experience at home. We've seen Amazon stepping up their private label ambition. Amazon continues its relentless push into grocery, launching new private label brands and expanding its reach both online and on the high street. For culinary tourism, the increase in integrative culinary and cultural events is one of the critical factors that will trigger the growth of the global culinary tourism market in the upcoming years. The rise in integrative culinary and cultural events will drive the growth of the global culinary tourism market. The growing number of local culinary programs introduced at music and arts festivals offers opportunities for food service providers and other culinary tourism suppliers to gain access to a potential customer base. The introduction of food trucks is another factor that will impact market growth. It provides customers with a broad and trendy selection of local flavors. Many destinations across the globe have started collaborating already with local businesses and celebrated native chefs to promote events that primarily focus on different types of culinary offerings. For halal cuisine in the Saudi market, plant-based food is a growing trend. So there is a healthy rise in health consciousness, which means the increasing desire to eat more plant-based food has moved from a trend into a fact in many markets. Arab consumers are interested in product innovations that offer tasty, affordable ways to increase share of plants in their diets. Despite meat remaining to be a key component of Middle Eastern cuisine, product launches with vegetarian and vegan claims are increasing to nearly 1 out of 10 product launches recently are suitable for vegetarians. COVID-19 has accelerated the plant-based food and drink momentum given the scale of the outbreak, whether for health or safety concerns. Some consumers have become more aware and see the virus as a reason to reduce consumption of meat, poultry, and dairy products. These product and market intelligence digests are just some of the services that EMB provides to exporters and would-be exporters to guide them in their export journey. So, having presented the range of services and programs that we provide to exporters and would-be exporters, I guess one reason may still be lingering in your minds. Why export? Exporting provides you a larger market and wider opportunities to chase your dreams of growing your businesses. For most of you, I know that your business is more than a hobby or a livelihood. It represents your dreams, aspirations, and your legacy. And of course, the world deserves to see that. We at EMB will be supporting you every step of the way. Second, when we export, we bring a piece of the Philippines to the world. Food exports, in particular, is a rich representation of our culture and heritage. So when you export, you're bringing a piece of the Philippines to the world. And third, for all Filipinos abroad, you are bringing not just a piece of the Philippines, but you are bringing a piece of home to them. So when you do eventually think of exporting, think EMB. Thank you, everyone, and have a great day ahead of us.